Does God care about small things like lost tools? Does God give insight about hidden things? How great are heaven's armies? Let's look at 2 Kings chapter 6. Had the number of disciples of the prophets grown to where they needed more space? Did God bless Elisha over a lost tool? And the sons of the prophets said to Elisha, "See now, the place where we dwell with you is too small for us. Please let's go to the Jordan, and let every man take a beam from there, and let's make a place where we may dwell." So he answered, "Go." Then one said, "Please consent to go with your servants." And he answered, "I'll go." So he went with them, and when they came to the Jordan, they cut down trees. But as one was cutting down a tree, the iron axe head fell into the water. And he cried out and said, "Alas, master, for it was borrowed." So the man of God said, "Where did it fall?" And he showed him the place. So he cut off a stick and threw it in there, and he made the iron float. Therefore he said, "Pick it up for yourself." So he reached out his hand and took it. Did the king of Aram, or Syria, initially believe there was a spy in their midst? Did God give Elisha the insight? Did the king then want to take Elisha? Now the king of Aram was warring against Israel, and he counseled with his servants, saying, "In such and such a place shall be my camp." And the man of God sent word to the king of Israel, saying, "Beware that you don't pass this place, for the Arameans are coming down there." And the king of Israel sent to the place about which the man of God had told him. Thus he warned him, so that he guarded himself there, more than once or twice. Then the heart of the king of Aram was enraged over this thing, and he called his servants and said to them, "Won't you tell me which of us is for the king of Israel?" And one of his servants said, "No, my lord, O king. But Elisha the prophet who's in Israel tells the king of Israel the words that you speak in your bedroom." So he said, "Go and see where he is, that I may send and take him." And it was told to him, saying, "Behold, he's in Dothan." So he sent horses and chariots and a heavy military force there, and they came by night and surrounded the city. How great is God's army? Are they there to protect us? Now when the attendant of the man of God had risen early and gone out, behold, an army with horses and chariots was circling the city. And his servants said to him, "This is hopeless, my master. What are we to do?" And he said, "Don't be afraid, for those who are with us are greater than those who are with them." Then Elisha prayed and said, "Lord, please open his eyes so that he may see." And the Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. And when they came down to him, Elisha prayed to the Lord and said, "Please strike this people with blindness." So he struck them with blindness in accordance with the word of Elisha. Then Elisha said to them, "This isn't the way, nor is this the city. Follow me, and I'll bring you to the man whom you seek." And he brought them to Samaria. By what miracle was Samaria saved that day? What was Elisha's advice? After they entered the city, Elisha said, "Lord, open the eyes of these men, so they can see." Then the Lord opened their eyes, and they looked, and there they were, inside Samaria. When the king of Israel saw them, he asked Elisha, "Shall I kill them, my father? Shall I kill them?" "Don't kill them," he answered. "Would you kill those you have captured with your own sword or bow? Set food and water before them, so that they may eat and drink and then go back to their master." So he prepared a great feast for them, and after they'd finished eating and drinking, he sent them away, and they returned to their master. So the bands from Aram stopped raiding Israel's territory. What terrible things were happening in Israel as they were besieged during a drought. And it happened after this, that Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, gathered all his army and went up and besieged Samaria. And there was a great famine in Samaria. And indeed they besieged it until a donkey's head was sold for 8 shekels of silver, and 1/4 of a cab of dove droppings for 5 shekels of silver. Then as the king of Israel was passing by on the wall, a woman cried out to him, saying, "Help, my lord, O king." And he said, "If the Lord doesn't help you, where can I find help for you? From the threshing floor or from the winepress?" Then the king said to her, "What's troubling you?" And she answered, "This woman said to me, 'Give your son, that we may eat him today, and we'll eat my son tomorrow.' So we boiled my son and ate him. And I said to her on the next day, 'Give your son, that we may eat him.' But she's hidden her son." Did the king blame the prophet rather than his own sins? Was he angry at God? When the king heard this, he tore his clothes in despair. And as the king walked along the wall, the people could see that he was wearing burlap under his robe, next to his skin. "May God strike me and even kill me if I don't separate Elisha's head from his shoulders this very day," the king vowed. Elisha was sitting in his house with the elders of Israel when the king sent a messenger to summon him. But before the messengers arrived, Elisha said to the elders, "A murderer has sent a man to cut off my head. When he arrives, shut the door and keep him out. We'll soon hear his master's steps following him." While Elisha was still saying this, the messenger arrived. And the king said, "All this misery is from the Lord. Why should I wait for the Lord any longer?" Did John see a similar vision to that of the attendant of the man of God? The armies which are in heaven, clothed in white, pure, fine linen, followed him on white horses. Does God care about small things like lost tools? Does God give insight about hidden things? How great are heaven's armies? You decide.